Alright, what's going on, RC fam? I just want to do a real quick video. I'm still shooting video on my phone. I got some video on my GoPro. Excuse me. Apologize. I got some video on my GoPro. Actually three videos that I'm going to work on today. Figuring out how to upload. I don't know if I can do it on one of my computers, which I'm sure I can do on my computer. Or maybe I can take the card out, put it on my phone, and upload that way. I apologize, I haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm going to do that today. So I'll expect at least one video today, if not the others. Basically what I wanted to do, okay, so yeah, my workbench here is a absolute disaster. Alright, I do not promote messy workbench. I am not sponsored by messyworkbench.com. Okay, if there is such a thing. I'm just very organized, as you can tell by my basement here. It's a little unorganized. Most of this stuff, you know, it's 2 crates of tires, RC stuff. That's a whole box of all brand new parts. Another box of brand new parts. I think that one is. I got a box of e-liquid, PG and VG. I make my own e-liquid juice. Sometimes I vape. Sometimes I smoke. You know, double-edged sword. I quit smoking cigarettes for when I started vaping about 7 years ago. I quit for 6 years straight. I mean, my first day vaping, I was hooked. I liked the electronics aspect of the mods. I liked building the coils, all the different coils and the different e-liquids, which I basically very quickly stuck with the menthol type flavor. I guess as close as you can find the menthol, because I'm a menthol smoker. And yeah, my first mod, I had a half pack of Newports, and it took me over a week to smoke that half a pack. I was like, this is it. This is my thing, you know. And yeah, so long story short, basically, I went back to smoking. I started getting anxiety real bad. So this is not a vape commercial or a vape video, but yeah, it kind of messed me up a little bit, man. And I've never had anxiety in my life, and I pretty much all boiled it down to the vaping. So I didn't quit, but I slowed down. So I'm basically, you know, I'm not doing both. Vaping still keeps me from smoking. Like a pack of cigarettes lasts me like 3 days, 3.5 days because of vaping. But as long as I don't vape a lot, I'm not getting the anxiety. So I guess it's kind of working out. But so anyway, back to the main point of the video. So yeah, messy basement. Okay, I got all the lights turned off, so you probably really can't see. But so yeah, I got my GoPro tripod in. It works cool. It's like I should turn these other lights on. I don't know, hopefully you can see this. It works good for like a selfie stick or whatever. Okay, you can extend it. I'll try to do this one-handed here. Okay, this is all metal, and it's all steel pins that go through. Like kind of like a compressed fit in there, pressed in. Very solid tripod. I went with the GoPro brand because I didn't like those weird I don't know. I don't even know what you call them. Those ones that twist around and just that didn't really appeal to me. So I got. Let's turn this back up. Okay. So I got this guy. Oh, works really well. You know, like I said, metal, steel construction in here. Very good to have. I think very good product. It's got a nice knurled thumb screw. Which is flat-sided for, you know, flathead screwdriver, but you don't really need it. You just use your fingers. So, and basically, I like it too because, you know, I can use it for a handle. So all right, enough of that. Basically, the main point of the video was this guy right here. So I got the motor soldered. Okay. Now, I don't know if you could see. Okay, so basically, all right, so the joints, they look a little shitty only because I cut them down with a knife. All right, I filed the backside. All right, I know the focus in here. I'm going to start doing these videos on the GoPro here. But, okay, so I filed, I trimmed with a blade. I wrapped everything up with tape. I had this wrapped with tape, and I got the front so the metal shavings wouldn't go inside of the motor, because they will magnetize inside of the motor if you let them. So I covered everything up. Basically, you do this if you want to get these guys on. Okay? Now, this is the old one, and I had to actually glue it. And this is the new one. Okay? So you can see the glue, which I'm going to just use the old one for now. I mean, they're cool. They cover up. You know, they basically, let me see if I can do this one-handed here. They cover up these, you know, these solder joints, you know, the E, B, and C terminal. Basically, these are like AC motors or three-phase motors, you know. And they cover these up. This is very important, I think, to have covered up. You know, you don't want something falling in there, something metal cross connecting or whatever. Plus, I think it looks cleaner. But the only problem is they're a real pain in the ass to get on. You know, your solder, once you solder your wire on, they don't go on. I mean, they just fit the frickin', you know, the terminals that come out of the motor. They're not really made. I wish they would have did a little something better. So you really, if you want them to go on, you really got to trim these, sand them down, and then they can go on. And sometimes they don't stand, they pop off. So basically what I ended up doing was just put some Gorilla super glue in there, and then it goes on and it stays on. You know, it makes for a cleaner look, and it's just, it adds for protection. So, okay, so that's not the point. That's just, I'm explaining why my solder kind of looks a little shitty, if it'll focus. But it's good, it's shiny, it's a good connection. Like I said, just gotta trim it to get the cover piece on. Basically, what I wanted to do real quick is a video just explain to you guys why I have this on here. Okay, you know, I'm a pretty decent. You know, I can solder pretty decent. Sometimes on heavier gauge stuff, it takes a little bit longer because it's, you know, thicker. And if you know silicone wire, it's very fine strand. It really soaks heat up real fast, and what it'll do is if you got like a good liquid flux, like the Kester brand, and I use Kester solder, I only recommend this stuff, this Kester flux. Okay, there's the part number. All right, and it comes with this guy right here, which I have to clean up. Needle tip. Okay. Yeah, good stuff. I recommend that, and I recommend the Kester flux. Once I switched to that, it was flawless soldering. But I still have a problem when I do heavy gauge wire. I tend to stay on it a little bit longer, and I notice the flux and the solder, it wants to flow up the wire. And if you're like me, you don't want even a 1/4 inch. Okay, you don't want your wire stiff. And sometimes it'll go up a damn inch. You know, I hate a solid stiff wire. I'll cut it off. If I have to wait and buy new wire, I will not. I can't. I can't have it. My stuff has to be flexible all the way to the joint. Now, what I've helped alleviate this problem is wrap it with just regular paper towel. I think this was I had my son bring me down a paper towel. I think he brought me Kleenex. But you wrap it real thick, and you get it wet. Okay, and you butt it all the way up you butt it all the way up to here. Now this is kind of pulled back, okay? You want it butted up as far as you can get it, and wet it, okay? You know, take the time, tape your motor up, cover it so you don't scratch, burn. If you want your motor looking nice, you don't want the solder to spit off and get anywhere. Just protect your motor, take your time, cover it up, wrap it with this paper towel and soak it with cold ass water, man. And you could sit here for 10 minutes and your flux, your solder, it will not backflow into your wire, okay? Just a real quick tip. It's worked for me. I won't solder without it. I mean, some thin wire, you know, no problem. But if I'm doing thick gauge stuff, I'm gonna wrap it with paper towel and I'm gonna get it nice and wet. And it works every time. It will not flow up because it keeps the wire cold. The flux, the solder don't want cold. It wants a hot source. It always goes for the heat source, so it will not flow towards the cold side. Okay, just a good tip. I hope it helps. It's worked for me. I'm about to unwrap this motor, untape it, put this guy on here. And like I said, I'll probably have to put some glue on him. I'm gonna save the new one for whatever, and then get my my speaker controller. And basically, I mean, it's January. I got to like April to do this, so I'm just doing it in my spare time. That's it, man. I hope this helps. Again, I definitely recommend the Shorty GoPro tripod. It's a great product for the Hero 9 and 10. So that's it, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and stay safe, and I'll catch you guys on the next vid.